High school football, our Football Friday game of the week is Bloomington hosting Normal West. Bloomington snapped a 12-game losing streak versus Normal West with a win last season, a game in which the Raiders simply overpowered the Wildcats.
They were a power counter, kind of right at you type football team last year, and so our challenge to the team this year is, we just got to be able to match their physicality. And last year we didn't meet that standard, and that the result of that game definitely showed that.
The big game in the middle on is state-ranked Morton hosting state-ranked Metamora. The Potters are off to a 3-0 start, but they have a ton of respect for Metamora. The Redbirds beat the Potters a year ago. Can Morton stop Metamora's speed and potential big plays?
We've been pretty good in that area, limiting the big plays, and they've got some kids you definitely got to be aware of and make sure you know where they're at. But I like our guys too. I think the most physical team, the team that takes care of the ball the best, is going to win.
Plenty more football previews on 25 Sports Prep Rally. We have some Wednesday football, flag football, Peoria High and Peoria Manual. You got to check out Peoria Manual. They played great today against Belleville East. I love this play. This is a quarterback, right? Sincere Wesley takes the snap, hands off. Nobody took the ball. Now what do? Bombs away. She throws the bomb to Yana Payton for the big gain for Manual. Then it's going to be the speedy Briasha Grayson in the second quarter, and she's going to reverse fields, and no one's getting her flag. She'll take it to the house for a touchdown, and then the play of the game. Watch Sincere Wesley throw it up. The littlest girl on the field, Takara Hunt, soars, makes the catch. Go pick that girl up. Go pick that girl. Emmanuel loses. Yeah, there you go. Emmanuel loses on a last-minute two-point conversion, but boy, they played great. Peoria High also hosting Belleville East today, and Peoria High made some plays. How about Quinteria Johnson with the beautiful spiral? Won't see a prettier toss until on Friday night, huh? Shemaya Winters the catch for a big gain. Later, Naraya Avant on a double reverse with a big gain here, but Peoria High's drives kept stalling. Belleville East goes home with a couple of victories. Now to soccer, undefeated Normal West hosting Glenwood today. This was a fun match. Glenwood scores a beautiful goal right in front of me here to take a 2-zip lead. The flick. That was nice, but I'll tell you what, Normal West scored within 30 seconds to get back on the board. Down 2-zip, John Jasker to Caleb McMorris. McMorris is going to bank one in right here to make it a 2-1 game. Then moments later, Normal West is going to find the goal again. Shane Fish is going to send it to John Jasker. Watch Jasker head a long header home here, and he's fired up. This is a 2-2 tie, so Normal West stays undefeated. Coach Chad Cliff's Washington Panthers up north in Streeter tonight, and John Cliff is going to send the ball ahead to Will Jagle. Jagle's shot is actually going to deflect to Hudson Scribner, and Scribner booms it home for the first of a hat trick. He had John Cliff here to Hudson Scribner again. Scribner scored the first, second, and third goals of the game, beats the keeper and dribbles it in. Later, Peyton Renshaw off the big throw in, and eventually is going to wind up on the foot of Scribner, and that's a good place to be. Scribner scores 3. Washington scores 7. Panthers win by a touchdown. Volleyball, Bloomington Central Catholic at home against Champaign Central. Kendall Fair is going to set up Avery Duff for a little finesse roll shot down. Later, Reagan Baker, a nice dig, will start the highlights to the Fair girls. Kendall Fair to sister Aubrey Fair for the back row attack. Then it's going to be Campbell Niepagan, the big swing by the Auburn recruit. Central Catholic wins in 2. Heart of Illinois Conference action, Lexington at Fieldcrest tonight. Gracie Stutzman to Kennedy Sennett, and Sennett the kill for the girls in purple from Lexington. Fieldcrest comes back. Macy Gokenauer to Jersey Madro for a nice kill right here for Fieldcrest. But boy, I'll tell you what, Gracie and Kennedy, Stutzman to Sennett, Gracie and Kennedy, Stutzman to Sennett again, and Lexington is a winner tonight. Big swing down the line. Lexington wins in 2. Hey, golf. Bloomington's Brandon Holtz is in tomorrow's title match at the U.S. Mid-Am.